everyone, it's Nat here. Hope you're all doing well. So I've come on to do an altered paperclip. I run a challenge in one of the groups and this time we have to do an altered paperclip and we have to use ink, vellum or acetate and scrap papers. So I've got my scrap bin here. So I'm going to have a hunt through that first because I've got an idea of what I might like to do. Whether it will work out or not, I don't know. So I've got some music paper, so I'm going to grab that out. And I do want just some text papers. I'll grab that. I'll just grab a few different bits and we'll see how we go. I don't need too much. Just a few different types to get the different colours. Don't need too much music paper, and I'm hoping and I think there might be, or there might not be, black paper in here somewhere. I might have to do a bit of a dig for that. Oh, here we go. Beautiful. I need a little bit of black paper, so I'm glad it was in there. Could be a dark grey, but it should do for what I want. Just check, because I know I used some other black paper previously. Oh, bits falling out everywhere. Must organise this more because I can't remember who it was. Saw a lovely lady on one of the groups that had some plastic tubs like this, but the divider ones. And so you could get a small one that was divided into 4 compartments and then bigger ones that had more compartments. And she had all of her scraps sorted really nicely in those. So I managed to go and grab myself some the other day. So I must get around to sorting those. Might make my life a bit easier. Okay, so I've got my scrap papers. I've got my walnut stain distress ink. And I do have some, I've got to be careful where I put this stuff because I lose it. Some acetate, if you can see it there. And I thought I have these slides. And I purchased these from Bonnie and Clive ages ago. She might even still have some in her shop. I'm not sure. But I will link her shop below in case you want to check out and see if she does have any. So I thought it'd be good to use one of these up. Now they've got actual pictures in them as well. So I've got to find the ones that... because some of them might like to keep the pictures in to use. That one I reckon we can take apart. So if you get your fingers in between the layers, you can basically just pull them apart like that. Easy. And then you can remove the negative. You can use both sides. You can put them back together. But I reckon I might just use the front of this one. Put the rest back. So first, I think I want to collage this with my pages. So I will use my Hellman's glue because I need something that's quite sticky. I was going to Mod Podge or something, but not sure if that would stick very well. I'm just going to move you in a bit. Yeah, that might be better. Alright, so I'm going to ink the bits too. So this will be a bit of a process, but I'm just going to rip little bits. This is a bit new, we'll see how it goes. Now I'll ink, but I'll probably end up covering a fair bit of it, but I'm still going to ink around some of the edges anyway, just for the ones that I don't end up covering. So I'll just do these side edges, I reckon. Even get a bit of colour in on the paper. And then I'm thinking I might just wrap it around. I don't need it too long though because I don't want too much bulk behind it, but we will see how it goes. So yes, we've been very fortunate to have mild weather here now, so the fires are all under control. I think Kangaroo Island still have a warning. Yeah, they've really cocked it. So I'll stick it on like that, and then I reckon I might like wrap it down and stick it even at the back, just so it covers the side bits. Don't think I needed that much glue, but that's all right. Just to hold it on there. I think that looks all right. So I'm just going to continue like that, and I'll use different bits just to get different looks. So as I'm doing this, I might even speed it up a bit so this will get a bit boring. Okay, so I finally got that done. Had a few issues with my little glue trying to get it out. It's getting a bit thick, I think, so the bottle tip needs a good clean. So that is that so far. Now, I did forget to ink around this one, but that's all right because I still want to do a fair bit of ink around the edges on this, so I'll do that next. Oh yeah, that's nice and dark, that is. Could probably do with a coat of Mod Podge or PVA just to seal it. Get some ink on it. And I'll ink up on the inside as well. Get into the corner there. It's looking nice and grungy. Press that corner in a bit. There we go. Alright, now I'll just clean up my mess that I've made. We'll still need our black paper and find the music paper. Just get rid of some of that. It's better. Alright, now next step. I've got my acetate there, so we will have to stick some of that on, and I need to get a bit of music paper as well. So what I might do is cut the acetate to the size that I want it. Don't want it quite as big as the slide. I think I want the music paper bigger. Yeah, so as long as it sort of covers the window with a bit extra to be able to stick it down. Grab my scissors, just do this roughly. It's not too bad. So, and then we just want to go up about there. So I reckon that will do. It leaves a bit of edge where I can stick the music paper down to. So what I might do is find a spot where I like the look of this. Maybe somewhere like that. I might just roughly cut this out to size. Alright, so now it's sticking a bit. I'm just going to cut this down so we know that it's a bit smaller than the actual slide. so it doesn't show. But hopefully it will be bigger than the acetate. Yeah. Just double check that. I think that's going to be good. Alright. So, now I've got to think about whether I want to ink. I think we will need to ink that music paper a bit. But first I will... Got my black paper, and I do have this music punch. I thought I had a bigger and better one than that, but I'm stuck with that one, so we'll give it a go. So I'll try and punch some of this out. That works good. Well, it did work. Maybe if I get it in there. I reckon I put the paper underneath and wondered why it wasn't working. Yep. It's been a long day today because I went out to her 70th birthday, our friend's mum. So I'm not used to going out, and I ended up coming home with a nice migraine. It was worth it though. Now, just want to figure out what sort of placement I want for these, because I was thinking of putting them on the inside, just randomly around the place, but they would also look quite good. You know what? I think they look good on the outside, and I almost think something would look good on the inside that's something a bit different. I do have a love heart punch, but that might be a bit big. And I'll just see if I've got my coloured paper scraps here. I've got my, what is that? Oh, I did have, so organised, not as usual. A red heart would be nice, wouldn't it? Okay, so I found, it's a bit of your book page, coloured book page scrap, so it's not really the red I want, but it'll have to do. So I'm going to punch a heart out of that and just see whether it will fit. It might not, although it might. Oh yeah, it fits. It's quite big though. What I might do is, I've got some red ink I reckon, so I think it needs a bit of ink around the edges. Let's see what we've got in here. I've got fire brick, got aged mahogany, which is nice and dark, candied apple, they're the only reds I've got. Let's have a look at them. Quite a bright one, isn't it? That's a darker one. I might give this one a go. Just take the pad off of there. See what it looks with a bit of ink, since we need to use ink anyway. Got glue all over my fingers. Oh, this is looking a bit better. I do also have some glitter glue, so I'm debating whether I use a bit of that too. I figure we're nearly up to Valentine's Day next month, so won't hurt doing some lovey-dovey stuff. I sound so enthused about that. Oh yeah, that's already made a good difference, hasn't it? Now, got these real cheapo glitter glues. Can't remember where I got them from. But they do alright. I used the gold one a fair bit, I think, for Christmas. I'm just going to cut a little bit of this out and do a bit of an experiment and see what I think. But the ink definitely helped. Ooh. Yep. I think that would be quite nice. So we'll give that a go, but we'll have to let it dry for a bit, that's for sure, because it won't go very well with the acetate. If I don't, I'll just put that bit in the bin so I don't get it everywhere. Now, I did here somewhere have some, I will never find them though, things, cotton tip things. They're good. They might be good to spread it around with, but yeah, I'll never find them with the mess I've got, so. Alright, how close are we? Probably not close enough. I'm worried if I get too close it'll go out of focus, because it does that, likes annoying me like that. Just going to lightly, I'll spread it out with the tip. Just get some of the glitter on there. Just add a bit of a richer, darker red. Just trying to spread it out so I don't get the marks, which is difficult. It might dry alright. Just try and get a little bit more in the middle there. It's not too bad. Needs a little bit down the bottom. Paintbrush or something would help as well, but I'm too lazy to get one. Don't mind if it's a bit and piecey like that anyway. Put that away. Now I'm going to have to let that dry. So what we might do is do the placement of our notes while we let that dry a bit before we put it all together. And I've also got to do a backing for this. So just move this book page out of the way. No good with little fiddly stuff. Could have two of these together. Something like that. I can remember which way music notes go, because you can have them sort of upside down too, can't you? But you see I have a tendency to put things the wrong way around. I think they look better just randomly plopped on here and there. And just in the corners and stuff. Let's just stick one on anyway. Alright, use my little glue if I can. See if it will come out for me this time. Wasn't too keen before. You'd think in this hot weather it would be oozing out everywhere. Oh, got some coming out. I might do one just randomly down there or something. Have a look. That shows us which way they go. It's been a while since I've written any music out. That looks weird though, because the tail goes the other way. So it goes alright. Yeah, it does too if they're upside down. Alright, I'll keep them up the right way. Put one down here, because I can. If I don't break it first. I might leave that as that for the moment. So we're going to have that like that. The vellum will go there. The heart will go in between both. And then we need a bit of cardboard for the back, just to stabilise it and hold it all together well. I've got all this scrap when I print out digital kits. I keep all the offcuts of the photo mat and all that sort of thing. Just want to find a bit that's going to be wide enough. I know there will be a bit here somewhere that will be perfect. It's just, actually that's not too bad. So again, I'm just going to grab the top, put it on there, grab my scissors. So that's going to be on something like that. Just going to make sure the edges are right. What I might do is corner around the edges and then they won't show up. Just use my little 4mm rounder. Try that again. That should be pretty neat now, if I can pick it up. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Really? Now, what I must not do is forget my paper clip, because that would be an absolute disaster if I did that. So, I will figure out which one I want to use now. I've got a few here, and I'm liking the look at this one, although will it be too long? No, it won't. Should be right, especially if I put the, which I'll do right now so I don't forget. Do I want the big one? Yeah, I'll make that the inside. And then just have the smaller side for the back. Now, I might actually ink around this as well. Grunge it up a bit. Because you might see it a bit at the top of the page and that, so I'll just colour it up so it doesn't look so white. That'll do. Now I'm still debating about inking. We don't have much ink on there now, so I might just give this a little rough going over so it's not, so it's a bit darker there. I reckon that'll do, because I do like the contrast a bit. Now I'm hoping in all that time glitter glue's starting to dry a bit. So let's whack this back on so we don't forget. That'll be like that. And then we'd be putting this on the top of that. And that in the heart. Oh no, yeah, that heart and then acetate. Cannot forget the acetate. It's good, I'm going to forget something. Alright, let's stick this down, I reckon. Just wondering whether I need to put some card on the back of this as well, so that it's not such a big lump. Let's have a look. It's still a bit sticky, this. Or else it's going to stick up a bit, so I might do that. So where is the... Now, it doesn't have to be as big. Just cut a bit like that. Cut it down a little bit. Now I might stick my music paper onto that. Getting a bit low on glue at the moment. I'll have to go and get myself some more. Went looking for it the other day, but the shop I usually go to didn't have any, so I might have to head down to Spotlight and grab some. Actually, what I might do is... No, I'll do the music paper first. And then we'll stick that onto there. Put some extra glue around that pin so it sticks well to that as well. Glue bombs everywhere. Oh, don't do that. I'm getting stuff all over my love heart. I think I salvaged it. That glitter glue's taken forever to dry, and I don't have a heat gun or anything either. And I'm getting glitter bits and stuff everywhere. And glue. It's alright, we'll rub off what we can. Alright. Put some pressure on that. Still bending a bit, so the heart might stand up a bit, but that's alright. We'll see what we can do. Alright, got a big glue bomb coming out, so I'm going to put that down and put a heart on. Now, what I was going to do is I have to make sure I put the heart in the right spot. That's alright. Just can't press on it much because it's still wet, which is a pain. I'll try and get some of this glue off that's just here. Would have been better if I waited for the heart to dry, but I'm impatient. It's not too bad. Alright, so the next step is now I've gone and lost it, the acetate. Now I might stick the acetate to the slide first. Geez, this stuff gets dirty. Thinking, what do I wipe it with that won't make it even more dirty? It picks up every bit of anything. It's a bit better. It's going to pick up a whole lot of glitter glue now, but I'll stick it on here first. Now, I'm pretty sure it works alright with the Hellmann's. We'll give it a go. If not, I do have double-sided tape. So, stick a whole lot of glue down here. I don't want to move it much or else you'll get the glue in the middle bit where we don't want it. So, I'm going to grab my tissue and just put a bit of pressure on it until it starts grabbing. Looks like it's sticking alright. Soon find out. Still a bit messy, isn't it? I don't like this stuff. Can't tell which side it's on. Bit of glue there, I'll get off. I think it's on the outside, so I can wipe that off afterwards too. So, I'm going to try and get that pretty good there. So, I think we'll stick around here again. Big glue bomb. Get it out. Put it all around the outside edge there. Make sure we're up the right way. We'll have it pretty spot on. Now I'm going to have to turn it and press these edges down for a bit. Get that glue off. Bloomin' messy. I did put a lot of glue on though, because you know it's got to stick with the bulk of the paper clip and everything. It's not too bad actually. I made a bit of a mess. I think I got some of the glitter glue or something in there that's made a little red streak, but that's alright. Not bad for a first attempt. Might have to make a few, see if I can do better. Just have to press it down for a while too. You could always paint over the paper, even some gesso. That would have been a nice bit of gesso. And then some colour or something. Might have to do some different ones. So just hold that down for a bit. It's nearly dry enough. Quite like that though. The heart's a bit off centre, but that's alright. It doesn't need to be centred. I've got a piece of paper. So it'd probably be quite nice on a cover, something like that, because it is a bit bulky. Or on some ephemera or ephemera folder or something like that. But it would go on like that. So that is, I'll turn over the paper. There, looks better on the plainer paper. Get the glue off of my fingers. If we can get it to focus. I know what, if I put it out a bit. There. I hope it was focused that whole time. Told you when I try and get close it just goes out of focus. But yeah, so that's my paper clip for the challenge. Using ink, scrap paper, what was the other thing? Oh, acetate. Yeah, acetate in the window, so very simple. Good way to use up some of those littler scraps. So I might make a fair few of this sort of thing, like the collaged slides, and then just put them aside, and when you want to do a vintage one of these or something, or you know, a bird one or a flower one or anything, they're a really good base. So I might do that one day and use up a whole lot of scraps. Alright, take care everyone. I hope that gave you some ideas. Sure you can all do a lot better than that, but hey, I tried. So take care. Bye.